Now the hard work on the farm is done, Crow's mind is on the beach. But we're not talking flip-flops and budgie smugglers. Andy is trying to smuggle a much bigger bag, one full of woodies, crammed full of nuts, beech nuts or masts, depending on whatever floats your boat. He is sitting on the margin dividing two fields. The harvested maize field is being hit particularly hard, with plenty of yellow kernels on the ground.
Right, what we got here, we've got a maize stubble that was cut 2 weeks ago on the bottom side here. There's the odd cob out there. There has been a few pigeons feeding on it. They've just done a bit of drilling here, and they're coming from a drilling over the other side. They're working back and forwards from here to the other side of the valley. Problem we got here, we've got a house down the bottom there. We don't want to be shooting towards that. It is out of range, but I don't want to be the neighbours off, if you see what I mean. The pigeons, where they're going to come, the way the wind is, it's blowing straight behind us, straight up along here. They follow a shore line there. Hopefully, now the wind's getting up a bit more, they're going to go round and come along the bottom side of this shore, or the top side, to come out here. So I'm going to have decoys out on the wheat drilling on the top side, and I'm going to have a whirly and a few decoys on the bottom side. Hopefully they're going to come round, come low along this hedge, keeping out the wind, and I'll be able to shoot them safely right the way along both sides of the shore.
He sets out his decoy pattern using birds he's brought with him. It's nearly time to kick things off.
It's always like fresh birds, they always look better, so that's what we're going to start off with today. I'll just put them up out here and just build the pattern up as we go, because as we shoot some this side, I'll just put more and more up there. This is the main side they're going to come, so I'll put the main pattern out here for a start, and then hopefully as the day goes on we'll split it and get them up the other side.
But it's not as easy as that.
Where we ain't had any rain, the ground's so hard, it's a job to get the sticks in the ground to hold the pigeons up. There's no set pattern to these today. I just got them here just here so that they can come along and see them, just see how we go. But as we get more, I'll just open the pattern up, make the pattern a bit bigger, spread them out. But we've just got a few. We've only got like half a dozen decoys just to start with. That should be enough just to attract their attention and hopefully get a few shot a bit quick. Well, that's the plan. Famous last words.
It's a game of two halves, and with the maize sorted, it's now time for Andy to set up the lightweight whirly from UK Shoot Warehouse on the other field, so he is good to go on both sides.
They flap like mad, and just attract their attention, hopefully just draw them this way. Once I get a few dead birds, I'll bung them out here anyway, but yeah, it's just more just to attract them, and they flap really well, they look good. I've used it before and got on really well with it, so I thought I'd give it another go today. See how it's flapping in the wind, look, and they're flapping in the wind and it's not even going round. So, right, I'll get this going, get in the hide, get the shot cam on, hopefully make a bit of noise.
With the shot cam on, Andy does start making some noise, and he is starting to get some birds. But being conscious of the house and the cameraman and his shooting position, he decides to move his setup.
I'm shooting them at half they've gone past me before they're coming in, so I'm going to move the pattern that way a bit so you can get more footage hopefully, and it makes an easier shot for me as well. So we'll move everything that way, probably 10 yards, so they're coming in, and as they're coming in and coming towards me, so make the job a bit easier.
You have probably spotted the calibration on the shot cam isn't quite where we want it, but we have added our own green dot to show where Andy is shooting. Warm weather at this time of year can be a problem when trying to attract high numbers of birds, particularly on this crop.
We're in October and I'm sweating buckets. I mean, I've just run all the way down the hill to pick up a couple of long droppers that I want to get picked up. That's why I'm sweating a little bit. But yeah, it's almost November, end of October, and we got maize. They're feeding on maize, but the thing is, it's got so much protein in it, they don't need a lot of it to keep them going. If it was cold and horrible, the weather was horrible, they need a lot more of it, so they're not really flat out feeding. They'll need a few grains of this, and that's enough to keep them going for the day. But they're on beech nuts. There's a lot of beech nuts about this area, so they're on those a bit.
As the afternoon gets on, the birds start coming into feed, and Andy is shooting well.
Oh. What a shot! Jesus Christ, that's a shot of the day, that one. That was a long way. Lots of dust.
Although we have been on the maize today, the birds have actually been favouring a natural food source. It's the beechmast.
Someone's got a crop full of beech nuts. This one's a sign.
Even Andy can't stick that many in his crop.
There's beech all round here, there's beech over there, there's beech for miles, but every now and again we'd have a shot and they get up and they just circle around, and they had the odd ones look at the decoys and had some nice lighted stuff, so it's been a good day.
After getting well over 100 birds, Andy thinks he should call time on what has been a surprising bag.
Well, there's a few more pigeons moved in today to what there was about yesterday. There was a few about, but not very many. I've seen quite a lot of pigeons coming through, but right the way through this valley, right the way through to Brands actually there's beech trees right the way through, there's pigeons right the way through it. Just there's someone shooting over the back there for a time on a drilling over there where that kept them going for us, but we've got just over 120 here. I reckon we've got a couple of droppers back in the wood there, a few along the hedge here and that hedge there, a few long droppers to pick up, so I expected it to be 135 ton we've picked up. That's what I'm hoping for, so it's a bloody good bag for this time of year. There hasn't been any pigeons about, and it's nice to get the work done and get back into the groove, as it said. There's quite a lot of them, absolutely solid with beech nuts, so yeah, that's what I've been feeding on. There was one that had a bit of maize, had about 7 or 8 grains of maize, but everything else is rammed solid with beech nuts, so they'll be on that now, but within the next couple of 3 weeks hopefully the migration will come down through and they'll stop off here, and hopefully there'll be some more good days to be had.
A beechmast bonus bird bonanza for Mr. Crow, and let's see what the migration brings in this part of the world.